Hi everyone, and thanks so much for staying to be part of the closing ceremony of the Autistica Festival. It's been a great week. There's been so many fantastic presentations, posters and panels, and it's been a real celebration of autism research, which is exactly what we want this festival to be. I'm so grateful to everyone who's taken part and shared the research and shared your thoughts and opinions throughout the week. Before we get on to the awards, I'd just like to share some reminders with you, please. So we want this research festival to improve every year, and we want to know how we can make it better. We're really proud of the feedback we receive. It helps to tell us where we're on the right track, but also it helps to ensure that every year we improve the festival as well. So if you could please fill in the survey, which will be placed in the chat, that would be great. It's also in the programme, and we'll email you about it next week too. So that's going to really help us to improve the festival each year. A number of you I know have very busy lives. I know that you want to be able to see every session or this week. So if you could please, I can please reassure you on that, which is to say that we will have recordings of each session put on YouTube over the next couple of weeks. Please bear with us because it'll just take us a little bit of a while to make sure that we get that right and make sure it's accessible as possible. Don't forget to check our posters web page. It's going to stay up over the week, but there's still time to look at the research you might not have heard about during the research festival sessions. So on top of the festival themselves, Autistica, we really think it's important to recognise the achievements of early career researchers. These researchers are making a positive changes with the research, whether that be through real-world impact, involving the community, or encouraging open and reproducible science. And it could also be through the innovative use of technology. We're all aware of how much harder research has been during the pandemic. Many studies paused or delayed because of it, and that makes it even more important than usual to celebrate success. We received numerous nominations for each category from researchers, their collaborators and supervisors, which shows just how much support there is for researchers from across the UK who are conducting impactful autism research. So let's go on with the awards themselves. The first award is for reproducible autism science, an area that has seen growth over the past decade. As open science becomes practice, the researchers embed through pre-registered protocols and analysis. The winner of this award has worked with large data sets and also within genetics, an area where autism open science may have more difficulties in other disciplines due to the sensitivities of personal genetic data and research. While their data cannot be made public due to privacy concerns, they have made their scripts and results publicly available on GitHub, with guidance provided as an open access article to support people who want to make use of this work. They have published highly impactful research into the diverse gender experiences of autistic and non-autistic people, making use of data sets covering more than over 600,000 individuals. All of their work and discussion about the potential limitations of their work are publicly available through open access articles and key findings summarised for the public. The first of our annual Autistica Research Festival Awards goes to Maroon Warrior of the Autism Research Centre based at the University of Cambridge. I'm going to hand over to another member of the Autistica team to read out Varun's thank you.
In response to receiving this award, Varun said to us, "I'm grateful to Autistica for recognising the need to encourage early career researchers to conduct reliable and reproducible research. I'm thankful to my colleagues and my friends at the Autism Research Centre, in particular to my mentor, Simon Barron-Cohen, for being supportive of reproducible science. I'm also indebted to the reproducible science workshops, one of which I attended on a wet, foggy week in February 2018, which helped me to understand how to conduct reproducible and robust research and provided me with the tools that I needed to make my own research reproducible."
Great, thank you, Lorcan. And congratulations to Varun as well. Moving on to our second award. Our second award recognises those who are making strides to ensure that research has an impact on the community it affects. So this is our award for real world impact. This could be through engagement and dissemination activities. It could be working with policymakers to turn research into political impact, creating change directly for autistic people, or informing practices in health, education, employment, and other support services. The winner of this award has conducted research that is changing the global perception of autistic people and language by highlighting and challenging the views that have been developed previously due to reduced research in their chosen area. They have disseminated their research through podcasts, presentations to lab groups, lectures, webinars, publishing in journals, policy briefing, and sharing their work over 3 continents. Through their research, they have highlighted new understanding about autism and bilingualism that builds an evidence base for a previously under-researched topic. The 2021 Autistica Research Festival Real World Impact Award goes to Shireen Charan of Dart at the University of Edinburgh.
Sorry guys, I was just having some tech issues. I'm trying to get my face up. This acceptance is written by Shireen. It's truly an honour to receive Autistica's first Real World Impact Award at my very first Autistica Research Festival. I grew up in the United Arab Emirates, where children typically grow up knowing at least 2 languages. Therefore, bilingualism was and remains the norm. However, my autistic brother was never taught a second language in school because practitioners and educators always advised us that another language would be too much for him because he's autistic. Fast forward 30 years later, many practitioners and educators around the world still share the same advice and concerns with families. I spent 5 years researching autism and bilingualism, and I'm proud to be part of this small but growing wave of research which reveals no linguistic or cognitive disadvantages of being autistic and bilingual. Equal access to languages for autistic people is crucial. More than half the world is bilingual, and let us never forget that language allows us to access our identities, communities, and a world of opportunities. A massive thank you to Dr. Sue Fletcher-Watson and Dr. Sarah McPherson, both at the University of Edinburgh, for their exemplary support towards this research. And an equally massive thank you to my birth country, the United Arab Emirates, for hosting this research on its land. This work is a reflection of autism research excellence in the United Arab Emirates. Finally, I want to share with you where I am at this chapter of my life. I'm an early career autism researcher who is about to start an exciting and challenging journey in the Middle East, facilitating neurodiversity research in a part of the world where autistic self-advocacy and concepts like neurodiversity are often lacking or even non-existent. That is why I couldn't be more grateful to world-class platforms like Autistica for encouraging and rewarding diversity in autism research, international collaborations across the globe, and for bringing to my life this exceptional autism research festival. I have learned so much from every speaker, every Q&A and interaction, and I look forward to adding more value to my part of the world now.
Thank you, Sarah, for sharing Shireen's acceptance speech. So next up, we have our Involvement Award. This award recognises researchers who work with autistic people throughout the research process, including designing the research question, developing the methods, checking analysis, and sharing both power and decision-making within research. The winner of this award has been leading on a research project that enables the neurodivergent group involved in designing the research to have equal and equitable say in how the research is conducted. This has been done through multiple advisory boards, ensuring co-design at all stages of the project with all relevant stakeholders, which is no small undertaking. The project has worked with all of those potentially impacted by the outcome of the research and ensured that their perspectives are embedded in every part of the research. This year's Involvement Award goes to Alyssa Acorn from the University of Edinburgh for her work on the Learning About Neurodiversity at School project. I'll hand over for Alyssa. Thank you.
Alyssa says, thank you very much. I'm honoured and slightly stunned to receive this award, something she actually emphasised a lot in emails. I would like to thank my mentor and head of lab, Sue Fletcher-Watson, for nominating me for the focus on the work I have led for the Learning About Neurodiversity at School project. Thank you also to my colleagues, Helen Payne, Judith Good, and Chris Fraunberger for teaching me about participatory design early in my career. I would like to dedicate this award to the members of the Leans design team and to all of the teachers, families, and other community members who have been so generous with their time and experience.
Thanks, Sarah. So the next award is for the innovative use of technology. This award is sponsored by Fujitsu, who are keen to celebrate the positive ways that technology can be used in autism research to create more impact. The award celebrates the use of technology to innovate at any part of the research process. We received applications from people using technology as part of the research design, participant recruitment, and as the end product of their research. COVID-19 has made typical uses of technology more difficult. So this year's award was open to research that has made use of technology before and during the pandemic. This year's award winner was part of a multinational consortium that aimed to develop and validate an app that could be used by non-clinical staff to screen for autism in children and young people. This is especially important for areas where access to clinically trained staff might be reduced due to living in rural settings or being unable to travel long distances, or where there's a reduced pool of clinical staff available. Through the development of an app that uses games to test social, motor, and sensory domains, they have created and validated an assessment with high accuracy for indicating children who should be put forward for a subsequent full autism assessment. The second annual Innovative Use of Technology Award, sponsored by Fujitsu, goes to Indu Dubey of De Montfort University, who conducted this research while working at the University of Reading. Here's Indu's thank you.
Indu said, I'm extremely honoured to be receiving this Innovative Use of Technology Award. I'm earnestly grateful to Autistica for recognising my contribution to the START project. Working on this project to reach out to those autistic children who would otherwise be missed due to poor resources was a highly satisfying experience to me. I sincerely thank Professor Bijmadev Chakrabarti for giving me this opportunity and guidance at every step. I would like to thank the members of the START consortium for their incredible support throughout the project. Last but not least, I would like to send my thanks to all of those families who trusted us and enabled us to learn a bit more about early identification of autism.
Great, thank you so much, Larkin. So that just leaves me to deliver some closing remarks. I'm so pleased to see such a wide range of research represented in these awards, and huge congratulations to the winners. And of course, thank you to everyone who submitted their work for the awards. You've made our decision-making process really, really difficult, and that's exactly how we like it. There's some amazing work going on in autism research in the UK. So that's about it for this year's Autistica Research Festival. All that's left for me to really do is to say thank you to our amazing team, in particular our events and engagement manager, Bethan, who just every year delivers above and beyond to get this event off the ground and ultimately fulfilled and completed. So to all of you for attending throughout this week, and there's been such an amazing diversity of sessions, and it's been great to see you all so engaged. And I really hope that you've got as much out of it as I have, and as I know everyone at Autistica has. Our mission at Autistica is to create breakthroughs that enable autistic people to live happier, healthier, and longer lives. We do that by working to grow research across the UK by funding new and innovative research solutions, and some of which you've heard about this week. Whether you've been part of this festival as a speaker, a panelist, a participant, or an attendee, you are helping change the future for autistic people. This is also an exciting time for Autistica. As we approach autumn, we look forward to sharing our plan for the future, which aims to ensure we focus more than ever on delivering change for and with autistic people and their families over the next decade. We'll have more on that soon. I'm so grateful for your work, your participation and support, because it's only by working together as a community that we'll achieve our goals. This week has shown a small slice of the work that's happening right now to improve the lives of autistic people, and we know that together we can make more of a difference. So thank you for coming, and thank you for your work, and thank you for your support.